In my career, most successful people have changed 3 simple things in their lives that the average person doesn't know to change, hasn't been told to change, and because they don't have the opportunity to change, success remains elusive, but it doesn't have to be for you.
He's a business strategist helping thousands of entrepreneurs grow their small business.
I'm going to call you a high priest of entrepreneurship.
Build your teams, build your organizations, make them strong, and we will go make our contribution because the world needs changing.
There are a lot of theories as to where success comes from. Today you hear things like grit, hustle, willpower, intelligence, strength, stamina, persistence. All kinds of different ways to achieve success. But I've been on stage with Tony Robbins. I've coached some of the most successful people in the world. And success does leave clues. Wildly successful people do things differently, and it's not what you'd think. In fact, in the first instance, it's what they don't do. Because wildly successful people stop trying to fix themselves. In fact, that's one of the big myths of success, and it's more of a marketing plan than it is how you actually become successful, because most people will tell you, in order to be successful right now, you have to do more, be more, learn more, move more, even go faster. Most of this fixing yourself attitude that we have, or this obsession we have, has been thrust upon us. Things like time management, getting that perfect day planner, creating the perfect day, the perfect week, having a to-do list that's completely done. See, successful people don't focus on their weaknesses, their exposure, their vulnerabilities. The people I know who I've watched become successful, the only way in my life I've ever been able to achieve success is to focus on my strengths. What is it that I'm good at? See, asking the question, what's wrong with me, and diving into the multi-billion-dollar fray that is the fix myself industry only makes us feel more challenged, like we've slowed down even more, and now we've joined a club of people who are working on their deficits. A mentor of mine once told me, if you work on your weaknesses for your entire life, you will have improved them. If you work on your strengths, you will live a transformational life. Every billionaire I know, and I've been up close and personal with a lot of them, some are friends of mine, is dyslexic, or would be told that they had ADD or ADHD, bipolar, Asperger's, autism, depression, something, because they're crazy. They're eccentric, they're different, they're unique. But here's what they've done. They've stopped trying to fix themselves. So when you quit trying to fix yourself and start focusing on your strengths, the world changes. The second thing that successful people do is they focus on their goal. They choose a compelling, driving outcome, a burning desire that pulls them forward, propels them from behind, and will not let them sit still. See, while so many people are bouncing around in the world trying to add a skill set or attend a seminar or do something to spark that light of motivation, the people who are truly successful choose the change they want to make in the world. When we're driven like this, when we are pulled forward, propelled from behind, when we surround ourselves with what we need to get there, everything in our lives seems to fall into place. In fact, when I talk to successful people, they relay things being easy or fun or enjoyable along the way. Today, the impression that we have of hustling and driving ourselves down and grinding ourselves to the point where we really can't move forward anymore, or we're only sleeping a few hours a night, I know a lot of wildly successful people, and that's just not how they got there. They picked a goal, they drove towards it, surrounded themselves with what they needed to get there, and made it happen. Now, I've already told you that most successful people I know, myself included, are challenged. In fact, we have issues. I have trouble with calendars. I have a hard time with a lot of organizational skills. I run massive companies that I would have a hard time telling you how everything is done. I did what every successful person in history has done. I've admitted that I needed it. I've gone out and I've found support, help, leverage. I can't do everything on my own. And today, when I look at the people who are attempting to be successful, to scale that wall of influence and affluence, far too many are doing it completely and totally on their own, in isolation, trying to move forward, which is the absolute hardest way for any of us to do anything. There's a paradox of success. If you and I want to reach our full potential in life, then we need more protection and support than most people do. Yet for people like you and me, those who are compelled to move forward, driven to make new outcomes, who want to change the status quo and improve the world for everyone, we need more protection and support than most to reach our full potential, yet any request for protection or support makes us feel vulnerable and exposed. See, I know what every successful person in history knows. In order to reach success, the kind you want and I want, we have to transparently and vulnerably ask for help. And you don't do this all at once. It starts with admitting you need help, that the change you want to make in the world is bigger than just you, getting your ego out of the way and saying, I want to move forward, and I will, by building the resources around me to do just that. There isn't a person in history that you remember. There isn't anyone that matters to be remembered that did everything on their own, and I know I won't, and you won't be the first. There's a reason we work together to create success. That's just how we're built, and it's how we're wired. See, success isn't as elusive as so many people have said, and you don't have to kill yourself getting there. By following the patterns, the strategies, the clear clues left by those who have overcome a ton to achieve incredible success, we all can get there. Remember, it's simpler than we make it out. Stop trying to fix yourself. Focus on your goal, compelling outcome, and above all, get the protection and support you need to reach your full potential. Every person in history who has wanted to make a difference, anyone who stood up and declared that they will make a difference has done these things, created momentum, and achieved their goals. They're simple. You can too.